welcome to LRBC. I'm your host, Michael Custer. Yes, I decided to change the name to LRBC. Let's ride Broncos country. Today, I'm going to get into the Eyioma Who situation and possible replacements for him. And I'm also going to talk about the helmets. So, Eyioma Who. It's kind of a tough situation. He apparently made some bets on the 2020 season. Don't know exactly what he bet or who he bet on. We don't know the specifics. But we know that he is suspended indefinitely, which he can appeal and will serve at least a 1-year suspension, so he'll be back around July of 2024. That is what I expect. But not a good situation if you're the Broncos. Sean Payton, new head coach, just went through the rules and everything just a few months ago. Like, probably somewhere in June, I want to say. I'm not exactly sure when they talked to players, but according to the Kelsey podcast, they talked about it, and they don't even understand why players are getting popped with these violations. Why the players are actually betting on football games. They know that they can't do it, they shouldn't do it, but they're doing it anyway. Anyway, possible replacements for me, I'm going to go with one Shelby Harris. In 2022, he played 15 games for the Seattle Seahawks. He got traded. He was a part of that Russell Wilson trade. He had 33 total tackles, 17 of those were solo, 2 sacks, and 4 passes deflected. In 2021 for the Denver Broncos, he played 16 games, had 48 tackles, 23 solo tackles, 6 sacks, and 2 passes defended. I don't know what you guys remember of Shelby, but he was always a really good guy, I think. He made Denver his home, and I'm not sure if he's open to coming back. I hope he is, because I think he would be a great addition to this defense. I think he would be a good 2 or 3 year type of guy. Plus, pretty sure he was around when VJ was around. Yeah, it might have been Vic Fangio, but I'm pretty sure he played for VJ, who is our defensive coordinator now. The second option that I've got here is Akiem Hicks. He played for Tampa Bay in 2022, played 11 games, 20 total tackles, 11 solo, 1 sack, and 3 passes defended. In 2021, he played for Chicago, played 9 games, had 23 total tackles, 17 solo, 3.5 sacks, and no passes defended. If I'm going to go between Shelby Harris and Akiem Hicks, I feel like Shelby Harris is a better fit for this Denver Broncos defense, with Vance Joseph running this defense. Namkatsu is my third option. Philly. Played for Philly in 2022. Played 8 games for them. 9 total tackles, 3 solo, and 1 sack. I think he might have been hurt most of the year. He did play in the postseason, though, think he had like 2 sacks in the postseason for Philadelphia and was a big part of that defense in the playoffs. As far as 2021, he played for Tampa Bay, obviously, with Tom Brady. He played all 17 games. He had 26 tackles, 14 solo, and 6 sacks. No passes defended in either season. I'd be okay with Namkasu. I think he's older than both of the other two. He's a big veteran presence, but I believe that you don't sign Namkasu unless you think you're going to be going to a Super Bowl, which the Broncos aren't doing right now. They want to get back to the playoffs. I want them to get back to the playoffs. This has been one of the most depressing 6-year gaps in my life. The Denver Broncos need a new defensive tackle, D-lineman, Shelby Harris gives you a good run support, but he also gives you something in the pass rushing game. He can get after the quarterback a little better than the other two at this point in their careers. I think, personally, we should go with Shelby Harris if everyone involved can get past the hurt and the emotions of Shelby being traded. I know it's hard for players to get over it, and it's not easy to come back in this situation. But I think that Vance Joseph can help Shelby in that aspect. Vance Joseph got fired here. He's back. Not as head coach, but as defensive coordinator. I think that it would be a great fit in this defense for Shelby Harris to come back home. And the helmets. I like them. They're really clean. I like them. They got the Broncos D on it. It's a white, pure white helmet. And I think they're going to use the Color Rush uniforms with those helmets. I'm not a terribly big fan of the Color Rush with that, but we'll see how it looks on game day. I like the helmets, I like the stripe. I mean, it's basically the Color Rush helmet, but the white version of the Color Rush helmet. So, they look pretty good to me. I like them. I'd like to know your guys' thoughts. Like, subscribe. Till next time, guys.